This is the law. What's a work?
I got two skills, this one and this one, a pair of skills.
The law.
I feel free, like I can just say what I want to do. They already call me crazy.
The law.
I'm no punk bitch. I ain't no punk bitch neither. I'm no punk bitch.
The law.
We make it look easy.
What's a work?
But everybody knows the Macho Man's got game. He's on hit, and he's definitely legit.
Let's go to work.
The man doesn't have it anymore. He's a has-been. His ideas are antiquated. His concepts are draconian.
The world of knowledge is opened up before you.
Talk about all the stuff. I'm recording already.
Well, I mean, we are.
No,
and I mean, that's the beautiful thing about it, because it's 2026, Brady. You know what that means to me? It means new year. I don't give a shit. No, that's not what it means. It means that it's a #1 episode of the most requested show in my head, the Wayans Brothers Combat Sports Fiasco of Excellence. That's what we're calling it this year. What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I'm done with anything. Anything's better than the crappy Mary
pause
Jane
on
I
that
got
right
last
now.
night.
Let's pause on that statement right now. Don't say you're down with anything. It's only January, bro.
No, I'm down. I'm downsy. I'm running through the field with my Sasquatch doing some booger sugar.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if that was your last name and it wasn't even like one of those Shoresy hockey names? If your last name was Downsy.
Yeah, Robert Downsy Jr.
Oh, that's not what his name is, though.
Yes, it is.
bro, I looked back and watched. There was some old ass movie of his, like pre-tooth fixing, you know, where he looked like Alfred E. Newman with the giant gap in his fucking teeth. I think it was like I think it might have been Back to School.
Oh Jesus!
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta remember, like,
well, after Fast Times, everything was a high school movie.
Dude, the worst. And you look at it now because you're older and you're like, why are we watching creepy kids trying to bang each other on my TV?
So 2 weeks before Christmas, I tried to watch The Breakfast Club, and I was like, I felt so uncomfortable by the time I even got into the fucking detention room, like into the library. I was like, something doesn't feel right inside of my genitals.
It's still the same tingle, but your birth certificate is way more tattered now.
It's on the inside this time, the tingle. Yeah. It's not on the outside.
It takes longer to rust out your zipper.
So did you listen to the New Year's show that we put out?
I did listen to it, dude. Some wild takes. You know what my favorite part about it was? Is that almost everybody kind of had the same kind of like-mindedness mindset on the thing, and none of us even spoke to one another about it.
That's what I was. You kind of just took the words out of my mouth. It's crazy to find out that all four of us felt pretty much the same way about everything. Like, no more influencer boxing. That's the big one we got out of it. That was the me, you, and Steve, or Steve, you, and I, or however you say that without doing grammar spamming. We definitely have the same opinions on boxing. We don't want to see. We're not interested in the Zuffa thing. It seems like I'm interested, but I'm not interested for the same reasons most people would be interested. I think it's just going to be a big money shit show. It's going to clean up the Misfits thing. And it's going to clean up a bit of the influencer boxing and give it kind of a home inside of a professional status, I guess.
Yeah. If you had to use a word, you know, saying that it's influencer boxing, because I think what you're going to see is you're going to see guys like Darren Till come back.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you'll see guys like that are out there doing some boxing. Hell, I even predict, I'm going to say it right now, you're going to see Anderson Silva come back and fight in the UFC, but it's going to be under Zuffa boxing, I think.
That'll be the Weidman fight finally, right?
I think
Silva in Zuffa. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, could you imagine if that ends up being one of the spectacle fights that we see on the White House this year?
I also think we're going to see Nate versus Connor.
What?
In boxing. No, I think in boxing. That's the actually only way that they do that.
Nate and Connor 3 in boxing.
Yeah. 12 rounds, 10-ounce gloves.
Well, listen, this is the fucked up thing that I think about Zuffa boxing though is that it's going to open up for all this weirdness. Right, because the door's already been open. Jake Paul opened it up for all the the crazy crossover stuff, and we've been seeing Anderson Silva is still boxing, still fighting. You know what I mean? Darren Till is actually, one of the only real fighters over in Misfit Boxing. So some of these MMA guys are finding huge success outside of the UFC and keeping their names relevant. And they're getting older. And if the money's going to be there, then yeah, absolutely. Why not? Why wouldn't you go back and do some boxing for Dana and the boys? You know what I mean? Everybody's getting ready this year in 2026 to whip your dick out anyway. So why not be with the biggest company that's doing it?
Do we see people like Alistair Overeem start kind of coming back and doing these one-off fights, and even guys like Frank Mir? Like, are we going to see that with Zuffa, or are we going to see it more kind of?
God, I hope
on the younger talent.
Listen, I appreciate Frank Mir and stuff like that, but I would much rather see his daughter fight at this point than see Frank fight.
I would like to see Brock's daughter versus Frank's daughter.
I think Frank's daughter would clown her.
Probably,
because she's a shot putter, dude. Like, what is Brock's daughter gonna do?
She's just throwing her father's head across the track and field.
You know what I mean? Frank Mir's daughter is an actual fun killer right now. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, actually, that makes me think about how many of these Nepo MMA babies we're going to see actually kind of come into the scene, and if we're going to see success. We're definitely not going to see Rampage's kid anytime soon.
No. No, I don't think you'll see Ilya Tapuria's kids in there anytime soon either.
Ian Machado Gary's kids.
Yeah, they're probably not going to see those kids in there either.
Definitely doesn't run in the genes, Ian.
Any kid that's going to be a victim of single parenting this year is not going to be fighting.
So in 2025, in terms of like combat sports, let's maybe focus specifically on MMA.
All right.
Who do you think is like the highlight of the year? And that could be anybody from a fighter to promoter. Like, who's the big dog this year or big gal this year, in your opinion?
What are we talking about? Are we talking about like who's going to be the breakout star? Who's going to be the most talked about?
I said who had the 2025, the best 2025. Let's go backwards for a minute. Who had the best 2025? Whether it's a promoter, it could be anybody. It could be the cut guy.
Cyril Gahn. Cyril Gahn had the best 2025. He managed.
You're an asshole.
He stuck one out there for the culture. Got rid of that uppity Brit. That's what happened. No,
I was going to say Islam Makhachev, but okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, if in all seriousness, I think Islam Makhachev definitely had the breakout year, becoming a step up in competition champion, albeit, it's a bit of a one-sided affair, really.
And I don't think you mean breakout as in breakout like physical, because he was already dominant leading into the year. But I mean like breakout to that next level of being like one of the greats of all time. Yeah,
absolutely. Doing thing that his predecessor, Khabib, did not. So what are we talking about here, right? Who's going to be? There's the question for you. Who's going to be looked at? Who's going to be looked at as the better fighter when it's all said and done?
Islam
Khabib or
sure.
Islam?
No, Islam.
Yeah.
He's already there. Like he's already surpassed anything. Khabib is a weird one, man. I feel like that was propaganda, because I lived through that and watched it in real time. And if you would have went to the internet, I don't care. Even his Dagestani boys were like, "Go Tony Ferguson, kick his ass, Tony."
What did they sound like?
I'd go to Tony Ferguson.
What?
Let's try that again. Go to Tony Ferguson, eh?
Nope. I think you're getting more south in those accents.
Okay,
actually,
let's go east then. Tony Ferguson and knock him the fuck out.
Perfect. Nailed it.
Yeah, Dagestani.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed
so
it.
I think that Khabib's legacy doesn't hold up to Islam's right now. Islam could lose every fight from here on out, and he still has a better legacy in terms of what he did inside of MMA.
Yeah, I think so. Now, how do you think that differs going into 2026, though? Do you think? Because I mean, what's he gonna do? Go up another weight? He's already considered pound for pound in the UFC, right?
Yeah, I could see him go up in weight, Chris.
To middleweight.
Yep.
to what? Take the champion on at middleweight, who is Khamzat Chimaev?
Yep.
That is a wild take, dude.
That's a great fight.
I mean, I think that Islam may have to probably put a little bit more weight on for that one.
No, I think he's fine.
Oh, that would be the most exciting lead up to boring fight I think I've ever seen since Anderson Silva and Thales Leites in Montreal.
The presser leading up to it, like the week of, people would be sleeping in the fucking crowd because there wouldn't be, they won't say anything.
No.
But man, what a fight. Here's the thing, like the Khamzat that won that belt is not the same Khamzat before the COVID rash outbreak, right? Like he's still dealing with health issues. Like we're not going to see him fight until after Ramadan? Like, we're looking at like May, June.
Yeah.
That's bullshit, man. This guy's fighting once every 2 years at this point.
Well, that leads to the question then. Do you think you see a Khamzat Chimaev fight at the White House? Let's talk about this White House thing for a second.
No,
here.
you can't take that risk.
Let's talk about this White House thing for a second.
I don't wanna.
Is this the most ridiculous thing?
Sick of fucking politics, man.
But it's not even a politics thing.
Oh,
I don't
this
even think
is
it's
propaganda fighting.
That's different though. I think you're right. I think that it is propaganda. I don't think it is politics. I think it's propaganda because it turns. This reminds me. You remember when you were a kid and you'd see those pictures of like, or even just still now, and you see the pictures of China and like whoever is in charge over there.
Wait, before the implants or after?
No. Definitely after. But not before the film with Waltman. No, wrong China, bro. Talking about the Chinese propaganda stuff where they're sitting there and they're just doing a parade of missiles and military parade and all of this, like, this is just whipping your dick outness. Jesus. You know what I mean? We've seen those videos. This is exactly what this feels like to me with this White House card. This is literally just look at us, manliness, and we're gonna fight on the White House lawn.
It's bullshit. At this point, it's fucking Caesar. Like, I know the U.S. has always tried to make themselves be the new Rome. Right. But if they do this fight and they set up the White House the way that Dana has already shown the plans and the blueprints of how they're going to lay it out, this is some fucking weak-ass simping for Rome bullshit that nobody wants to see. Like, I didn't even like the Sphere. Like, it was like, okay, I guess.
Yep.
But I don't give a fuck about that shit. I want to see the fights. It's distracting. Right. All of that bullshit is distracting. Leave that with WWE. You own both companies now. So if you want to do the pomps and circumstance and have the hot dogging and grandstanding and all that shit, do that over there. Well, I don't need entrances for UFC fighters. I just want to see the fight, and I want to see the guys relaxed and in the zone that they need to be at their best performance. And all this other shit in the White House and fucking Trump and JD Vance's little, hey boss, look at the fighting in the ring. Like, this whole bullshit, man. I don't want to see it.
Well, they're talking about having, like, 6, I'm not going to say it, or more title fights at this thing. And if you look, dude, I was looking through.
AEW is what it is. This is final countdown.
Bro, I was looking through, and they're literally, if you look at the schedules, like up until March, okay, any of the fights that are like already announced, any of the cards and everything,
they're not.
325, UFC 325, January 31st, is Volkanovski, Diego Lopez at the top, okay? That's January 31st. The UFC 324 The main is Gaethje and Pimblett for the interim, and Harrison and Nunes for the women's title, for the women's bantamweight title. So, and you're talking January. Let's think about that. February, March, April, May, June, July.
We're not getting any title fights.
You're not. You're not.
Okay,
think about this. 326. Wait, UFC 326, which is March 7th. The main event is Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira.
Can I get my money back?
So they're literally on purpose holding off on all these title fights so they can make sure that they can see who's going to be available, because there's only 8, 9, 10, 11 belts, and they're saying that they're going to do 7 title fights at the White House,
and then they're going to do a couple super fights. So how many fights are on this card? It's going to be 25 fucking fights over, like, it's going to start at 1 o'clock. This is AEW.
No, man, this is Pride.
I hope RJ is hosting the pre-show for this one.
This is Pride.
Yeah, it's become Pride. You're right. This event would be very Pride-ish. This is something the Yakuza would do for the Japanese government back in the late 90s, early 2000s, if they had the ability to do it.
Wild. But okay, so then think about that. Like, if you think about the champions, right, of which you have 2 new ones right now with Peter Yan and Joshua Van.
Yeah.
Right. But outside of that, like, you think about your champions, who's going to be available to fight? Kayla Harrison, possibly, right? If she's fighting in January. Heavyweight. Let's go down the list. A heavyweight men's. I don't think you see Tom Aspinall. It's weird. I don't think you see Tom Aspinall fight this year.
I don't think you're going to see Tom Aspinall fight again.
Not in MMA.
Was going to say, and maybe not even in the UFC. Like, after Bisping, when you have eye damage, they're really paying attention now. They weren't when Bisping had a whole career, half of a career, where they didn't even realize his eye was not there.
Like, what's worse? What's worse at this point with the Brits? Like, their eyes or their teeth?
Well, being 30% British here on this side, I don't know if you can tell by my monkey picture here. Yeah, no, it's both. They're really bad. They're really bad. They're both the worst. Eyeballs are not great, and to be honest, ear canals. That's the other thing that no one really hears about with the UK and British and Scottish people.
Wow.
Or Irish and Scottish people and the Brits, is ear canals are really bad.
Well, say what you want about deaf people.
What's that?
Scackling.
Yeah,
and we both know how your ear canal got that way.
Well, yeah.
You know what they say. Once you go black, you go deaf.
What the fuck is how do we get 17 minutes in and then you do that?
Well, we got 17 minutes in.
Oh, well, there we go.
All right, so I don't think you see a fight at heavyweight there. Alex Pereira, I mean, he's on a new relationship kick with what could go down as probably what's the equivalent of, like, the hot crazy girl in high school? Because
swim fan.
Yeah, is that what we're seeing?
Swim fan.
So Alex Pereira, I don't know. Maybe
I think you're going to see Alex versus Gone for the heavyweight championship
at the White House. Could you imagine?
No, that's the fight.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe that's where you see your Islam Makhachev step up as well.
You see what I'm saying?
Right? And fight Chimaev. Maybe they do. Maybe they do stuff like this with these fights. That way, no matter what happens, because you're not going to put both belts on the line. So you can have all these people step up. If they happen to lose while stepping up, then they still got their old belt.
And then that saves you from doing six title matches, 7 title matches. You can get away with 3 and have 7 champions performing.
Doesn't that go against what they were talking about? Like, as soon as you say you're going to step up to a belt, you have to vacate the other one because they didn't want, like, a bunch of double champ stuff unless your last name is Makhachev.
You believe the imaginary invisible rule book that they have back there? You believe that conjuring that Dana White pulls up and he's like, this is the rules here. And then next week he does the complete exact opposite because it makes money. They don't have a fucking rule book over there.
I'm literally looking at a ranking system, bro. You're telling me that that doesn't matter either?
Patty Pimblett's fighting for the belt. Fuck your fucking rankings. And hey, how about the company that lays out the belts and pays the fighters and puts on the actual show shouldn't be the ones making the fucking rankings? Like, this shit's... And then even if they did, they should follow them? No, none of this. This is an invisible rule book from a shady fucking carny company that has 2 half-naked men or 2 half-naked women getting in a ring and fucking kicking each other in the head until someone can't move anymore. Do you really think? And now they're going to do this out front of the White House for Trump and his carnies.
Well, nothing screams white trash like the way you just described it. Literally described my growing up in the trailer parks.
I was going to
like,
say,
it's two shirtless guys, or maybe shirtless women.
Oh.
Who knows?
Yo,
Going at it.
Can we talk about what we opened the show with? I got fucking hosed from the government of Ontario on my cannabis purchase.
What?
I got hosed, bro. The second most sought out strain, indica strain, right now in pretty much Canada, is being plugged out by a company who doesn't even know how to cure their shit. I literally bought a bag of mold from the government at top dollar.
Well, they appreciate you.
I bet they do.
They appreciate your ongoing support, bro. I went to a dispensary once, and they literally have a case at the dispensary where it's discounted stuff because it's over the expiration date.
Oh my God.
We're still gonna sell it. It's fine. It's just a little dry, maybe.
If anybody was listening to this outside of Ontario, like even if you're in a different province, go look up the fucking rules that the government laid out for how cannabis is. I can go up to Chris and literally hand him 14,000 pounds right now, and no one can say anything because I'm transporting it and giving it to him as a gift. But the government is going to sell you a bag of fucking goddamn penicillin and say, here, smoke this.
What a
and
gift.
If your lungs collapse, don't worry, we'll give you free treatment at the hospital. Just wait 9 months.
Yeah. That feeling that you get that you think is high, but you're just greening out all of a sudden, and then you're at the hospital doing this new thing. What's it called?
Dying?
No, scromiting.
What?
Scromiting is a new thing apparently that they're trying to. That's the new hot button that they're trying to get to people.
Okay, before you explain it, can I try and guess what the fuck a scromiting is?
Absolutely.
Where you scat out of your butt.
That what, like fucking Mel
Like taking a
Torme? Boopity boppity boopity boop. Boopity boppity boop. Scattity boop boop dap dap doo.
Fucking quintuple acapella skit scat group. Out your butt. That's what I think it is.
Okay, well, no, that's close.
Vomiting.
Scromiting is apparently where you scream at the top of your lungs while vomiting. Because
I did that.
Because the pain is so severe, and I'm like, wait, that's just how you get it out.
So I figured it out years ago that I was allergic to we thought it was like a parasite from eating venison. The doctors, I was getting like scopes thinking I had colitis. They didn't know what the fuck was going on with me. We found out it was a pesticide that was used on cannabis, like really rushed cannabis. It was like a really shit pesticide, but I used to throw up like The Exorcist, man. Like I'd wake up in the middle of the night with acid reflux and literally puke so bad that the blood vessels around my eyes, not just in my eyes, around my eyes would break. And it would just be like,
when you said you threw up like The Exorcist, I thought you meant you spun your head around and begged a priest to fuck you.
No, oh jeez, fuck. No, more like Team America in the alley.
That one, I got you. Okay, with the wild.
They made it 23 minutes before. Well, they made it about 20 minutes before we started corrupting your fucking eardrums here, your listeners. But guys, thank you very much. Over the holidays, when everybody's channels die, you somewhat kept us alive here on our podcast platforms, YouTube, social medias, and all that stuff. You people who listen to this channel are weird, but yet we appreciate your weirdness.
Yeah, without you, there is less of us.
Well, then there's no KJ, and the world can't have that.
Bro, is he not the greatest gift to all?
KJ Mouse?
I mean, literally. If that guy was any more infectious, he'd be an STI.
You know, when he records, sometimes it sounds like he's Winnie the Pooh hiding in a fucking, like, in somebody's closet, hoping that they don't hear he's recording a podcast. And to me, I wouldn't want it any other way. I get a kick out of fucking listening to this KJ shit, man.
I would like to see KJ as a guest actor, as doing a part on, like, you know, one of those 50 Cent movies, like the BMF or Power or something like that. Could you imagine KJ showing up there?
We got to get him to kill Tony.
What?
I want to see him
like literally.
Okay, no, not.
Oh.
Well, I wouldn't mind that either, but at this point, it's starting to get a fucking bit much. But just seeing KJ's name get pulled out of that bucket and just walk on the stage, and everyone thinks they're gonna get like this whole, "Yo, what up, man?" And they get, "Hi, everybody, I'm KJ."
Right?
It'd be so awesome.
You don't know if you're gonna get Winnie the Pooh or Mickey Mouse, KJ.
Here's the thing about KJ. He's a hell of a writer, man. He's a funny dude. Anybody listening and you haven't checked out KJ's stuff yet, you can check out Steve Swift and KJ at the Good Times Classic Match Reviews, where they review great matches and bad matches, or you could just listen to KJ's Power Hour if you'd like.
Or you can check out Steve doing his boxing stuff as well with me over at the Bees of Boxing.
Why would they do that?
Well, because I'm asking nicely.
Oh, and it's because that kept the channel alive while I disappeared for a year.
Well, I mean, listen, we all have our things that we have to do, and sometimes lessons cost money. And it's you know, now that you're back to where you're supposed to be, as a great man once said, Brady, are you done walking away from millions of dollars?
No, probably not. Knowing me, it wouldn't be the first million I walked away from. It wouldn't be the first million that I fucking ruthlessly didn't give a shit about either.
And we both seen you do less for 20.
I'm away. Did you see that the video that's going viral talking? It's Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show and his handler, and it was just after they couldn't get up on the billboard. They were trying to climb the billboard. That fucking viral video from a couple years ago. And he's like, you know what? We tried. 2025, we tried. We'll come back next year. We'll try again. And that's what we're doing right now. We're trying again. 2026, we are here. What else do you think you're going to see before we head on out of here?
Well,
in 2026.
Here's the big one that I see, and I think that you're going to see a new female star in the UFC. I think it's going to take some negotiating. I think it's not going to happen until probably mid to late year, but I think Dakota Ditcheva is gone from the PFL and shows up in the UFC, and I think we see a super fight before the end of the year with her and Valentina Shevchenko.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Pereira.
No. I think we see that between Valentina Shevchenko, and I think that, ladies and gentlemen, is the official passing of the torch.
I think because we are becoming so awakened in life and everything is very equal, we will eventually see Shama versus Dakota. And I can't wait. I hope that's 2026, right on the lawn of the White House in D.C., and Trump cheering behind it as Alex Pereira beats a girl about 100 pounds less than him.
Well, I hope that he has to. I would rather see him cut the weight than her put on the weight.
We got the Olympics again this year, right?
Both. Para and special.
I can't wait to get FanDuel open.
This
Not a sponsor.
You know what other thing we can count on in 2026, Brady?
What's that?
Come to the children. Wu-Tang is for the children. We teach the children.
You know what? Do it again. And then after that's done, we'll have Laz the Third take us out with some sort of weird fucking track for leading us into 2026. Thank you guys for listening to the Law of Live Audio Wrestling. This is the Weigh-In Brothers. I am Little Brady Wedham. That is Chris Tidwell.
Wu-Tang is for the children. We teach the children.
Coke. choke. Now my voice sound broke, just came for a hit. Now I talk in smoke, slope in the throat, got that old folk croak. Hopped off the mic, left the stage for the boat. God's away, God's away, God's away, God's away on business. Take it to the bank, Mr. Waits. Rolled up a fatty, match struck, black rider. Cough up a lung like a fried tire, that's fire. Clap hands, ash lands, diamond cut the viper. Grabbing the typewriter, I might die here. I hit the smoke, then I'm downtown Main Street. Voice getting hoarse, now I sound all grainy. Cold in the throat like a raven craving blaming. Zoot suit jackets and the shoes are amazing. Putting on weight, now my pants don't fit. Wake up in the gutter with another brother shit. Nighthawk swing, hit the neons and tweakers with a cigarette grin and my bong full of reefer. Go choke, now my voice sound broke, just came for a hit. Now I talk in smoke, slope in the throat, got that old folk croak. Hopped off the mic, left the stage for the boat. God's away, God's away, God's away, God's away on business. Take it to the bank, Mr. Waits. Baptized in the